What's up everyone, this is Chris with Elevation Construction. We're from Pierce County, Washington, but we're on site in the inner city of Houston checking out properties for our investors. We've been doing this for 6 days. Today is the last day. What I want to do is show you exactly what we can do, Elevation, to help rehab these properties. So come take a look. We'll go through the inside first and I'll show you a little bit of the outside. So when I came in there, the first thing I saw was this hole in the wall. And my first indication was, well, there's got to be moisture in the wall. And I put my finger in there and I was right. I punctured that hole just with my finger. So that tells me either there's a roof issue or there's an issue with the plumbing inside the wall. So that tells me probably the bathroom is on the other side of this wall. So let's go take a look at the bathroom. So the bathroom, it's got tile shower surround, but it doesn't seem like it was sealed properly. You got lines here in the grout up and around here. So moisture is gonna go get in between the tile and in between the wall. There is no bathroom fan in here, so there's no ventilation in here either. So there's also, could be some indication of some plumbing issues behind the wall here. As you can see, the spout is sticking out. So what I did was, I took a look on the other side of this wall to see if there's any sign of work that had been done or that should be done. So let's take a look. And I opened up this cabinet and found that they had just done some work in the past. Whether it's fixed or not, I don't know. But what we would do with Elevation is that we would do a flood cut, dry everything out. We would open this up, check out all the plumbing, make sure it's all good to go, and then we'd put it back all together. Make sure the moisture stays where it's supposed to be and going down the drain. So that's one of the things that we do with the plumbing. The other thing, of course, we go around and we check out just the cosmetic things, right? So the flooring looks pretty good, but I don't know if they're using waterproof flooring or water resistant flooring. We always use waterproof flooring. Especially if you're in an area with high humidity, you definitely want waterproof, right? And if you're doing rentals, right? Your renters are probably gonna spill something, it's not theirs, maybe they don't take care of it as well as you would like. They might spill something, you want waterproof flooring, okay? So we're going into the kitchen here. So when we see a kitchen like this, we see these cabinets and, you know, in my opinion, this is something I would recommend to the buyers or the new owners, that we would want to get rid of these cabinets and get new ones, okay? This has got a nice new countertop on top of it, but what I can do is, there's a little lift to it. It's not properly secured to the cabinets. So what that means is, whenever the water is on and they're doing dishes or whatever, and water gets up in here, it's going to get down in between the sink and down into the cabinets, causing water damage and mold down here. Same thing right here. I see a large gap that is not sealed. So water is going to splash, get between there, and then I would bet that there's going to be some black mold in between the cabinets and the wall. So all of this needs to be sealed up properly. Moving over here, we see washer and dryer connections. A lot of these complexes have these connections, but they don't have washer and dryer. So what we come in with our property management perspective and know that if you have a washer and dryer in the unit, you can charge more in rent. So we would recommend put a laundry center in here, you charge a little bit more in rent. Okay, so as you can see, as you're going through here, there's a lot of different holes, of course. We would do all the patchwork. We would make sure things like this, that first of all, the plugs work, but we'd also put the cover faceplate on top of it as well. We won't leave anything undone. We want to make sure there's a nice fresh look in here. Look at these interior doors. There's a hole on this closet door, on the bathroom door, and this door here is pretty rough as well. So we would exchange out any door that doesn't look good with new ones, and if they're salvageable, we'll keep them, just resurface them and paint them. The other thing we want to look at is the windows. You can see this windowsill here, it's cracked, and what we look in here, you can see some tunnels dug, and that's an indication of termites. But the other problem is you have the air conditioner sitting right here, which is also leaking water, which is getting down in here, causing water damage. So you got water damage and termite damage in this windowsill. So you can see how much give there is right there, and that's not good. So this would have to be replaced. I would also recommend replacing windows because these older windows don't do a good job keeping moisture outside. They allow moisture to come inside. It's also energy efficient as well. So the other obviously small things that we do, we would recommend an LED light package in the entire unit. A lot of these units don't have smoke detectors or CO monitors. That's a huge liability, so we would definitely put those in there. We can go ahead and take a quick look outside, and I just want to show you something about the electrical panel. So each of these units has their own electrical panel, and when we come out and we inspect these units, we look up any electrical panel that we have access to. We lift it up, we take a look. So this is a newer panel, right? A lot of the older ones are about this size, but the problem here is you don't have a dead front. A dead front is that metal piece, that metal layer that hides all of the wires. So what you want to get is an electrical panel with a dead front with labeling. If you have labeling, it's even better because you know exactly what goes to what. So that would be the electrical part here. Obviously this has got a gas meter. We don't really play around with that. There's not much we can do for that. If there's any issues, we always call the gas company. But the other part that we do out here on the exterior, we look for things like this. We look for any areas where moisture can get inside those walls. So you can see these little cracks. You can already see there is water damage there. And then this area here is nice and soft from that water damage. We also got it over here underneath their air conditioner. So all these little cracks right here, all these need to be sealed up. If that's good wood, that needs to be sealed up. This right here is damaged. That needs to be replaced. So you can see that all around all these panels, these old panels here, there's cracks. If it's a good wood, seal it up, paint it. That way moisture doesn't get behind. Moisture gets behind there, you're gonna get mold between the wall and the siding. And the last thing we do, we check out the roofs. I don't know if you can see this on video or not, but you can see 2 layers of tiles underneath the top layer of tile. So essentially when you do that, you're putting new product on top of old problems. You want to fix those old problems because those old problems is going to create more leaks in the future, more mold, more problems. So anyway, that's what we do with elevation construction. We have the investor mindset with a property management perspective. So if you want to check out more of our work, check us out at elevationconstructionteam.com. Thanks a lot.